physically sprained ankles get worse, not better, as the game wears on.
Both teams stay with their first 5 on the floor after the first break. Bacot going to try it again. On McCormick, lifts it up, and he's on the board. There's Davis coming off the screen. And Bacot with the follow and a foul.
It's just terrific interior defense, freezing them. Got Bacot if they want.
Johnson lobs it. Obaji comes over, and he scores any.
So far on Love.
Love.
Got what they
John
want.
coming out. 3 over him, no. The Black keeps him alive. To Davis. Pass underneath. Bacot.
What a read. Automatic switch here. He's going to go on him.
Right in. High off the glass. Followed up by Bacot.
That's what happens when you go.
Davis had the hot hand in the first half. Drives past Bankero, blocked it, tried to save it, gave it, no to Bacot, and the basket counts.
Well, as good as you want.
Pressure defense, we'll see a bunch here, and then also post and rebounding, and they have to get to the offensive glass. Here's one right here.
Bacot, the spin, too tough. And Leaders was hoping to cut this to 10 or under. UNC might get it to 20. Love, an air ball, caught by Bacot. Takes it strong, can't put it down. Another board, Moses Malone style.
For the dunk.
And on the tie-up, North Carolina takes over. Just over 2 minutes to go in this first half.
Look at this.
Bacot in for the big finish.
Tossing that one up, so a tough set offensively for St. Peter's here to start things off.
129 all-time wins in the tournament for North Carolina. Bacot scores on the inside in the regular season.
Yeah, and that can help you play loose basketball in terms of just being ready to come out. The expectations are lowered. There's less pressure on you, and quite candidly, that's how they've been playing.
Yeah. Another offensive rebound for UNC. They lead it 42-20. That's 8 boards off the offensive glass. Bacot, they can't stop him.
And the blend of looking to run the ball up the floor, but also half court has been very good.
Bacot.
It also has a town feel, Jersey City, in some respects, with the people who are involved there, who live there, and really have never left their roots in terms of rooting for teams like St. Peter's and Jersey City people. So it's turned the city up and the state upside down with excitement, so it was fun to see.
Bacot gets the roll.
Shots are coming from in the flow of their half-court sets.
Davis blocked on the inside. Bacot is there. Second most all-time, 13 straight. Love challenging the big, and the follow goes for Bacot.
Bacot just understands this offense so well, and though his ankle doesn't seem to be bothering him.
Davis picked up by Campbell. 2-point lead for UCLA. Love drops it inside. Bacot leans and scores.
Makes it look easy once he gets past that screener up high.
North Carolina averaging 94 points per game in the first 2 rounds of the tournament, the highest in the field.
Yeah, the pace is going to be so much different in this one.
Bacot connects from the perimeter.
For Juzang, they want to see if they can get him involved a little bit more in terms of getting that mid-range jumper to go.
Love, drop it inside. Bacot throws it down for the Tar Heels.
At first, I wasn't sure.
Penetration, push shot, Campbell, no. Bacot controls it.
Yeah, Riley was a pretty big factor there as a block in the middle of the floor. Good look down the middle.
Roll to the rim. Bacot, tough angle, and he finishes on the inside.
Manek with a beautiful delivery.
5 to shoot. Davis, drive. Rims out, tipped home. Bacot gets in there for the clutch.
Here comes Carolina. Davis at the controls, working with Bacot. It's a good 2-man game. Bacot, flurry of moves, and Bacot scores on Flo Thamba. Nicely done. 6th man of the year. Outstanding defender, going to be a top 20 pick in the NBA draft. Nice lead. Bacot lays it in. Beautiful pass.
During the rebound, pushing it up quickly. Those gaps may be open a lot earlier for Flagler and the rest of the backcourt to get inside.
Bacot gets it deep and now scores it with the right hand. That's a spot. 12 and a half. He's got 16. McCoy, the trigger man, got to put it in. Styles has it. Lyer almost picked up his 5th.
Uh-oh, Myers down on his ankle. Twisted his ankle.
It's 5-on-4 for Carolina.
Yes.
Inside, Bacot, and a foul, and that one goes! Once matched up in a national championship game back in 1977. Away we go. The Tar Heels control the tip. R.J. Davis moving over to that point guard position. Love's such an important piece to the North Carolina puzzle, and typically as he goes, the Tar Heels go. Marquette, an excellent defensive team, a ton of deflections. They are ball hawks, all of them is Bacot. Morcell in the corner, 3-ball on its way. And there's Manick with a rebound. Boy, how good has he been? Transfer from Oklahoma. He and Queth played together for the Sooners in Oklahoma. They match up today. Bacot takes the big man right.
No, they can't. And that was a really good pick and roll. A nice decision by Kolek to pull up with a little float, a little strong with it. But what happens, Brian, you know this, you see Bacot just working his way down low. The ultra green light on this Carolina team. And I'm not mad at Hubert for understanding that.
Up ahead, and Bacot throws it down.
Well, it's interesting how coaches today, when they lose talent, want to build their team. Of course, with older, mature players, because you don't have to teach as much. You may have to teach the offense, defense, and philosophies, but not the little intricate details on how to play at this level. So it does give you a little bit of advantage when you get a senior-oriented player with experience. And that also helps.
Love a little looser with the basketball. So yeah. Davis is the guy that the security blanket. He's the stabilizer. Saw the numbers, 11 assists. No turnovers today. And give him another one is Bacot.
Manick runs it down. Got to get a shot off. Got the rim. Bacot got the rebound. And drops it in. On the sideline as the head coach. He could shoot a little bit back in the day, couldn't he?
Hubert Davis can really shoot. R.J. Davis. Leaky Black. Armando Bacot.
What a would be the first guy to get up and try to leave.
If I could, but it'd be the last time I left.
Yeah. Check by 2.
Tech just staying home.
A great pass to Bacot. Boy, was that pretty.
He's 7-3 on the year. He's got a little hitch loading it up, but he is a gifted scorer, especially in catch-and-shoot situations. He needs to shoot more.
A bubble team in Virginia Tech in the lead against Carolina as Bacot gets it. Davis, no. And Bacot right there to clean it up. Bacot down with the rebound is 9th.
Virginia Tech putting Armando Bacot in as many ball screens as they can.
Bacot with a strong first 4 out, and some other bubble teams have had good days, but Virginia Tech obviously can't concern themselves with that right now. They're trying to have their own good day here against Carolina and move on to the final. Bacot with a bucket from beyond the arc. Good lead pass from Love to Davis. Bacot with a putback. And remember, for Carolina, this is their second game in as many days. For Virginia Tech, it is their third game in as many days.
Banging up against each other. Got a spin and a block. Another one to Bacot. Well, he has really done a job on Virginia. Back-to-back games, and here's another slam. This is the basketball.
In the worst possible scenario for Virginia, coming out of the half and turning the basketball over in their first possession.
Quickly, Bacot with a touch. He'll turn and hits. Bacot gets the handle. Here's Manick on another reverse, and Bacot will tip it in. You were glued to your TV as I was earlier today watching both of the games, and Duke and Syracuse was a terrific basketball game. So was Miami and Boston College. That was decided at the buzzer in overtime, much like our game with Virginia Tech last night. Bacot for 2. 18 points for Virginia.
He really has, and that's been the case too often this season for Virginia, where it's been just Jaden Gardner on the offensive end of the floor. And coming into this game, you would have needed a strong performance offensively from Kihei Clark, which Virginia got last night, but unable to get it done here today.
5 to shoot for the Heels. Davis zips the pass inside for Bacot in the slam.
Duke winning by 20 a month ago at the Dean Dome. And again, Carolina with the first possession of the game. Caleb Love off to Armando Bacot. And what a way.
Hubert played for Dean Smith. Hubert once told me that Dean Smith didn't even have player personnel scouting reports. You know, they just talked about themselves, and they were pretty darn good. Great post up by Bacot.
And he will score over Mark.
The people that were recruiting me, he was the least well known and the least successful. And that's kind of flipped.
Yeah, he's done all right. You were recruited by so many schools, and you're being very humble here. You were the player of the year.
Nice.
USC UCLA coming up at 10 o'clock tonight here on ESPN. And there's Bacot. Moore steps in. A kick to a wide open A.J. Griffin. And that's a break for Carolina. That didn't go down. He's basically a 50% three-point shooter.
Yeah, he doesn't miss many of those.
Black has it knocked away by Moore. Bacot spinning through traffic and ties the game.
Had the rebound in his fingers, and Williams reached with his left hand and tipped it in. Talk about wingspan.
7'1" guy with a 7'7" wingspan. Duke by 2.
If it was 7'6", he couldn't have gotten that play. What a pass.
How good of a night. 10 to shoot. Banchero misses the 3. Manic the rebound. Davis bounce pass and the finish by Bacot with pace, but he couldn't hit the shot.
Just couldn't turn the corner on Caleb Love. There's that middle ball screen and roll.
And Bacot converts. They got that.
Wendell Moore Jr. and Carolina now with a chance to take the lead. That seemed impossible if you watched that first game.
And even late in the first half in this one, at times when Bacot was on the bench, Duke got it out to an 11-point lead at one point. Bacot and Carolina done.
I think Duke is going to say, hey, he just had his hands on him when he was shooting, but didn't get the call.
Next foul puts Carolina on the line.
Remember, this is an excellent free throw shooting team.
Wow, Love with a beautiful foul.
Not a lot went right for Syracuse Saturday against Duke, but Benny Williams had by far his best game, 14 points and 6 rebounds.
He really was, and Jim Boeheim was pleased with that performance, and Benny's minutes have been up and down, a lot having to do with his practice habits. And Coach Boeheim wants to see him play harder, but he really showed up for them against Duke. As did Sidibe. 11 points right for Sidibe, a season high for him.
And playing on a knee that, isn't 100%. Bacot sneaks behind people.
I'm used to it.
You don't mind that, yeah.
You know how to feel about that.
Manic, no. Great tip there by Bacot. Get good looks over R.J. Davis. Jimmy Boeheim, a good look. And Leaky Black runs it down. Bacot all alone. Things up in the glass. Turnover. Boy, and if Gerard could do it again, he had Swider all alone underneath, didn't he?
Yeah, that was a missed opportunity.
And it might be a 5-point swing. Manic. Boy, that ball kind of rolled off the heel of his hand, but guess who cleaned it up?
Finish when they got inside. Those are the type of shots you have to make. Layups and free throws. And limit your turnovers if you're going to beat North Carolina today.
That was Seabron's worst game of the season, only 2 points. Bacot working Dewana, and he gets it to go. The team to be with his ailing grandmother and will not be back for the rest of the season.
And Puff Johnson, 6'8", sophomore, is getting some minutes right now. Younger brother of Cameron Johnson.
UNC feeding the post, big to big, Manic to Bacot. Smith with the air ball. Love averaging 18.5 over his last 4 games. Bacot down low again. And Armando Bacot, no good. Rebound Johnson, out to Love. Bacot, another chance.
Shot clock goes back to 20. Reward Bacot. Get him a touch right now for that rebound.
Manic down low. Bacot, too easy, and 1.
Shots.
Love Offensive rebound, put back, Bacot. The monitor's okay, update.
State needs to make some consecutive stops. They keep going back to that high-low action. How do you stop it?
More uncharacteristic for a guy who's been so good around the rim all season, except for the 2 games against Carolina. Bacot's going to go right at Gibson. The turnaround. Armando Bacot.
Get Armando Bacot 9 from the line. It's an easy recipe for Hubert Davis. The guards have to buy in.
Manick almost stepped out. Bacot in the high post. And he gets the friendly roll. Why not? 22-16 for
him and Paolo Banchero. It's back when you're not playing. It's hard for coaches to play you when you don't have any confidence.
Yeah.
So it's a two-way street, and you get your confidence back in practice. Well, that play is going to be well scouted in the future. And as soon as
that one might have gotten a piece.
Brady Manick, just like Superman for North Carolina.
Here we go again. Bacot today, as he's able to add 2 more, has authored the first 20-point, 15-rebound, 5-block game in school history. Now they
at the University of Delaware, played for Mike Brey, now the head coach at Notre Dame. You called some of his games as a player. I did. Yeah. What a thrill for him. Bacot off the glass, and then anchoring the Cardinals at that end of the floor. Love over West. Offensive rebound. Boy, that's too easy. Mike rebounders in the ACC. Davis the drive and the kick. And too strong on the 3. Dontrez Styles, the freshman from Kinston, North Carolina. But Armando Bacot screen roll well. They put it to the weak side. And Caleb Love did an excellent job of guarding that. Another mismatch. Williams comes over to help. Manick finds Bacot. And 11 on a given night. Puck Johnson. Another offensive rebound for Bacot. Wanted, I know that. Inside 2 minutes. Love being hounded by West. Bacot's open. Davis the drive. Manick the cut. Bacot the finish.
Now North Carolina is still sitting in the field while Virginia Tech is on the outside looking in.
Yep. You see the game summary. Tar Heels on the 17-6 run to end the half. Virginia Tech made only 3 field goals in the last 6 minutes of the opening frame. Bacot trying to get started, and there on cue is Armando.
Tech is a much better second half 3-point shooting team, and so we'll see if they get it going from beyond the arc. Of course, they're #1 in the ACC at 41.9%.
And the Hokies averaging 9 threes a game. Bacot another back down and turns with the off. Leaky Black a rebound. Davis uncontested. Back rim miss. Bacot the rebound and the layup.
Easy bucket to get it back to 5.
Storm Murphy on Davis. Here's Love, who was launching threes most of the day. Manick, prepared catch, Bacot, layup, good. Armando.
And again, we showed you they're 13th in the conference and made 3-pointers per game.
Yep. And Femi Odekali's got a pair of them. 8 points in the game. The lead is 19. Inside, Bacot to catch and score.
That's great recognition.
It's his 4th 3 of the ball game. And he's got 12.
Yes, he's really a good 3-point shooter off the field.
Catch and dunk by Bacot. 5.5, 7 in the game.
Now the 3rd turnover already for the Noles in this game. And when you're 0 for 6 from the field, you can't give up opportunities to get another shot on the glass.
So the Tar Heels trying to put the hammer down right away here at the Smith Center. Here's Caleb Love outside that 3-point line. He's 40%. So is this man, R.J. Davis. He's 43%. Armando Bacot leaning in for 2. No one picked him.
Him playing this way and Armando Bacot doing what he does on the interior. Brady Manick making shots. R.J. Davis making shots. you're not going to beat this team. The problem is you don't see it often enough.
And it'll count. Bacot a few weeks ago in the Atlantic Coast Conference. North Carolina gunning for win number 18. Joe Lunardi says they're in the tournament right now. Bacot will lay it in.
Rebound, so he's become a valuable member of this team, especially when you consider the injuries.
Great read there. Heels, who got off to an amazing start today. And Florida State has lost their top scorer. They have lost a slew of outstanding players over the last 3 weeks. An injury bug unlike anything Leonard Hamilton has ever seen. Manic dishing for Bacot, and he'll finish that off.
40. In the halftime locker room, you're telling guys, hey, many of you guys are playing for your scholarship for next year.
Stuffed in by Bacot, and he'll drive it, and off the iron it rolls. Big fight for the board. That got Davis in the back of the head, that pass. Bacot, a dribble down, and a slam.
You leave Leaky Black open if you're Clemson. You got to make him hit a few shots before you change your coverage on him.
Collins on the baseline, the reverse. 8 unanswered from Clemson to start.
Every bit of rehab to be on the floor with his teammates.
Well, he also told me, too, that one of his communications classes he's taking is American Sign Language. That's a universal three-point sign right there.
But international basketball.
Back into the game. Out of bounds. North Carolina ball. The Tar Heels shooting just 25%.
I think you got to get the ball inside of Bacot on this possession.
Well, rise and relentlessness runs in the family. PJ Hall taking after his older brother Chris, who got
Saturday night 9 Eastern after a full day of basketball. The men's Nothing But Net crew will do the same for you. It's all on the ACC network and the ESPN app. Fewer than 3 minutes to go in the first half. Clemson has led throughout.
Well, Hubert Davis has been able to
Carolina the lead, and they'll have the last possession of the half as well.
Interesting substitution to put Dunn in for the last possession.
He plays but 5 minutes a game. Don't imagine he'll be the one to take the shot to end the half.
No, I think this is going to be Manic. Go 1-4 low, flatten it out. You're going to come with a late ball screen. Watch from
4-3. It's a one-point game.
He does a great job accelerating, getting his feet down quickly. He's a career 42% three-point shooter. He was 0 for 4 in the last game.
And has been one hot player. He was 5 for 5 against Louisville, had 22 in that one. When he gets an open look, he's the only Power 5 player this year that's shooting over 50% from three. Made a huge bucket with a shot fake drive and a hook shot in the last minute or so of the ball game. That was a great shot fake. Came off 2 feet. Shot fake, let the defender fly by. And that's what North.
5 turnovers. And Caro driving, going up strong, gets a shot blocked. Leaky Black on the push. Bacot.
And Mark Williams. Just an excellent mid-air adjustment by Leaky Black.
Headed toward the 10-minute mark, remaining here in Chapel Hill. Duke by 20. Bacot, their chance for the three-point play. O'Roy.
Wisnitzer is into the game. We talked about the 6'11 sophomore. Bacot getting loose on. Williamson backing into the lane. The one-hander well short. Bacot there to recover. Armando Bacot with 34 double-doubles in 82 career games at Carolina. Strong up and in for 2.
And that's nice. Yeah, Armando. You see the numbers on Sidney Curry. 33 points in the first 12 games of the season, but he has been spectacular as of late.
Well, he's been getting a chance to play, too.
That is true. That helps.
Back cut. Bacot with the dunk over Ken. The 6'11 sophomore with 26 against Purdue. He had 20 against Furman. Bacot coming away with the rebound. Of course, he returned to Minnesota because of a family illness. He's been gone now the last 4 games. He had missed a couple of games earlier in the season because of a concussion. They're not exactly sure if he's coming back.
Yeah, and when you consider the fact that North Carolina doesn't have much depth up front, they've got.
Prince at 43% beyond that line. Cross to the paint. Bacot with the block.
And numbers once again for North Carolina take advantage of him.
Love, a wild possession. Bacot makes a sweet finish.
But that's because Cross unable to see it, but it does look like it deflects off of Cross.
Over the top and the slam by Bacot. Coming up on a minute to go. Love. Under 1 minute. Crowd is up. Love on Cross. Driving it. Tied up. Bacot has it. And a foul as well. And he'll be at the line.
That's shooting the basketball as hot as L. Ellis has.
Davis and Bacot with a follow as he taps it in the mid-range.
He's so good. He's so fun to watch. He's just so fun to watch. Good luck keeping him around for a year.
Yeah, right? He told us last weekend he gets the confidence from his father. He has always instilled it in him, and he is fearless when he steps onto a court.
It's infectious. You watch him play, and you see it. It's just contagious. Allen had driven, penetrated. He cut and got the ball that way. So there's many ways he can get himself involved, and either with the ball or without the ball. He's too competitive, and he plays too hard. His motor runs all the time. He'll get himself going. And he's a tremendous offensive rebounder.
Averages 19 a game, along with 9 rebounds. Bacot back in, banging with Gibson and scoring over the top. Got 9 of them.
Well, I don't even count his rebounds until he gets to 10. We know he's getting a double-double. Like, I don't even waste my time. I just start counting when he gets 10.
Slams one home.
The point where that defense begins to travel, I think they become the team that we all thought they would be at the beginning of the year.
He didn't want to, but he eventually did admit to us that the defense and the inconsistency there has been frustrating and confusing. The words he used for how it's played out on that end this year.
Well, he's had to be positive early on because, again, it's a good, great group.
And drops it in.
Yeah, they're trying to. One-on-one is not going to get it done right now. They've done it all game, driving to the rim against the help. They got to make one more extra pass. And I think when they go back and watch film, they'll see how many times they got into the paint but had teammates open on the other side. That's the other part, the negative side of the rivalry. You get so riled up emotionally that you just don't play your best basketball. I think that's what happened to State tonight.
Bacot in 13. It's either or with him. Trying to defend Bacot. Ball ended up back in the hands of Bacot, who lays it in.
Here's Hunter Couture. Junior guard turns it over against Leaky Black.
Leaky's one of the better defenders on this team and one of the most versatile defenders in the ACC.
Nice pass from Manic to Bacot.
That's the way transition defense is big for the Hokies as well. They want to get back, set their defense, and make the North Carolina score against the set defense.
Offensive rebound, Bacot, he's got 4. Here's Mutz on Manic again, pivoting around. Missed the shot, Bacot's got it. It's going to be a difference in tempos as well. We know that Carolina likes to go fast. Virginia Tech plays very slowly. And Bacot scores again. He's got a half dozen. First points for Kebe Aluma. Averages about 16 a game.
I think the keys of the game for me, for both teams, is going to be which team controls the paint.
Bacot in the paint. He's got 8.
And again, they started on the road. 5 of their first 7 games on the road, right? ACC games included. And so now the next 6 of their next 8 ACC games are at home. So they got some home cooking coming up here, and I expect them to play well.
They're trying to slow down Armando Bacot, who now has 10. Go Martello.
Great screen by guard. Most bigs aren't prepared, and most guards don't know how to defend a screen on a big and with a ball screen. They're used to it being a big screen in a point guard, not a point guard screen in the big.
Black, good passing. Bacot's got a dozen. Been battling on that end for the Heels. Good catch from Bacot. Couldn't score. He's missed his last 8 and ends his drought.
Success, not just for him individually, but for the whole team.
Pull up three here. Can't connect. Caleb Love through the spin cycle off the Bacot.
About this, they have to keep the ball out of the paint. You see many times Wake Forest has had dribble drives, and they're just getting easy looks in the paint on that high ball screen hedging against Williams, slowing it down.
Bacot missed the layup again. Those are usually easy for Bacot, and that one does. UC has lost the handle. Here's Caleb Love. Kerwin Walton thought about the three. Instead into Bacot. Armando Bacot. That's what we're used to.
90 games as a Hurricane. We talked about it a few minutes ago. He's battled a lot of injuries. First 90 games, never led them in scoring. And he did so 2 games in a row, one of those being that 18-point game against Clemson. As Bacot gets his first 7, the number is even a higher percentage. First shot of the second half, left short by Jordan Miller. Miller, one of the few guys who didn't score a lot for Miami, among the guys who have been productive for them. And there is Bacot with against Georgia Tech after going 0 for 10 against Virginia in the previous game. Played well in other aspects, just didn't make the shots. He's been making shots over the course of the year, shooting 44% from 3 coming into this game. Nobody's done much of anything offensively for the Tar Heels tonight. Bacot spinning, working on Miller. That's more like it for Armando.
State women, and a big week for Louisville as well. Louisville and NC State both ranked in the top 4 of the country. Both excellent teams in the ACC with chances to go to the Final Four.
Bacot drives all the way. If there is a miraculous rally in North Carolina, Bacot, second chance.
New guys out, you put a couple of new guys in. Well, not surrendering, you know, anything easy to.
Here's Jordan Usher. 7 on the timer. Pulls the trigger. Can't connect. Bacot grabs his second rebound. Inside to Bacot. There he is! Off his back foot and off the mark. Here's R.J. Davis's transition. Inside Bacot. Too easy. Unusual that you get that much time in between games in season. And the way they've been playing, he would actually prefer they keep it going right up.
See if you can get the ball into the paint.
Usher's been the bright spot now. 16 points on 7 of 9 shooting. North Carolina, it's been more of a balanced attack. Bacot with 9, R.J. Davis with 6. And obviously, Dean Smith in North Carolina was the assistant for Roy Williams. But look at those head coaches in the pros. Some of those names: Pat Riley, Don Nelson, Leonard Hamilton, Doug Collins, Rick Carlisle. Just so many Hall of Famers on that list and developed. And that's exactly what he's trying to make here at North Carolina. Young men that aren't just good at one thing, but are well-rounded and can flourish in the NBA, because he had a great line. You don't want to just get to the NBA. You want to stay in the NBA. They made their last 4 shots, but struggling to get a stop on the defensive end. There's Bacot. So, Georgia Tech is 5 of their last 5. They've made 5 in a row. They just can't get a stop. Kerwin Walton and Dawson Garcia into the game, but and here he is, the steal. Bacot, look out, everything but the finish. They give it right back to him, and this time he catches.
Baseline drive, the kick to Love, open for 3. Rebound, Bacot. Bacot just Black to a wide open Brady Manick. He can do this. And Bacot can do that. Syracuse and at Clemson, so they are now 3-1 in league play.
That was too long of a drive to allow to Reese Beekman. He is not a shooter. You can't just let him turn the corner from 20 feet away, get all the way to the basket. And that probably was the most disappointing thing. Good pass by Manick.
And the finish for Bacot.
Caleb Love. He just got great awareness.
Davis got a good look at the three. Another rebound for Bacot.
Louisville by 5 points or fewer. A ton of close games in the ACC.
And right now, Jay, it feels to me like kind of 2 through 10 or whatever you want to say. It's tough to separate some of these teams in the league to figure out who's going to have a really good year.
Well, this is a team, North Carolina, that to the bucket.
To your point about Carolina and offensive rebounding, they were first in the nation in offensive rebounding percentage last year as Bacot finishes on the feed from Franklin.
That was a tough shot. Bacot was right there to challenge it.
Nice look ahead. Davis to Love. And Virginia does well to get back in transition.
Good ball movement.
They took advantage of the mismatch inside.
Okay, so that means what? Like low blood, kind of anemic. Okay, need more iron. I get it. He's got his point across.
Armando Bacot's getting...
Cannot allow himself to get split there. Good pass.
Manick blocked by Cafaro. Bacot again. Has been led by Armando Bacot and Caleb Love. Bacot with yet another rebound and
so you can play behind him because they're not throwing it in there.
And Cafaro may be out there for a while, depending on how Shedrick is doing. Cafaro again with some good minutes off the bench for Tony Bennett in the win midweek at Clemson. He had 8 points in 18 minutes.
Carolina reversing the ball, getting a little slice cut, then screen for the screener, but it was defended really well. Good cut.
And Bacot will lay it in. Love. Carolina has scored 70 or more against a Virginia team in 11 games going back to 2016. And a very unselfish play as Manick feeds Bacot.
Anish Shroff alongside Jordan Cornette tied at 8. Notre Dame and North Carolina. The Irish have won 3 straight. Carolina's won 7 of 8. UNC 2-0 in conference play. An older team, Jordan. Mike Bray telling us the 4th-year guys, technically listed as juniors, but that's Hub, Goodwin, Laszewski. They do feel the pressure. They have not accomplished what we thought they would. It was a ballyhooed recruiting class when they came to South Bend. And one for
UNC is lacking defensively from these Tar Heels.
Caleb Love, no. Bacot, the offensive rebound, is the way he has embraced Blake Wesley. He's been a mentor. He's been a big brother.
And there's something to be said about conference play. Look, 2 games and they've been spread out across a couple.
Rebound. Now 1 board away from a 5th straight double-double. Carolina, no Dawson Garcia today. No Kerwin Walton. And no Justin McCoy. Garcia has a concussion for Notre Dame. Leaky Black, the best defender for UNC. Davis to Bacot. The stretch right now for both of these teams.
For the Tar Heels, you got to contain the dribble. I mean, now you're looking at a 4-guard front again for the Irish, and UNC has got 2 bigs out there. They struggled all game long with matchups in this setup. Can they contain the dribble? The mainstay, and you see defensively right there, being engaged. You still like the effort, whether it's a goaltender or not from this group.
Great position down low, and Bacot's
be ready. I know Coach Phelps was excited to be on hand for this one. He's at all the Notre Dame games. But having spent 7 seasons at ESPN working alongside Coach Davis on the game day crew, that bond is a very tight one. Coach Davis invited the legend Coach Digger Phelps. So the walkthrough for the Tar Heels today, he spoke to the team after.
Post launches.
You can't ask for a better look if you're Boston College. Right now, if you're North Carolina, I'm going right there. Give Bacot a touch in the paint. Every time, every offense.
Langford. Karnick tees it up. Not what you're looking for the big fella.
shooting issues continue for BC. Bacot athletic through the... BC hindered by poor shooting, 16%. Post baseline. And the rebound. Love against Mackay Ashton Langford. 3 tenets of the North Carolina program as Bacot steps out. He can hit
in this game, John. That's something Hubert Davis and staff, Jeff Lebo, all those guys doing a really good job at having him get other guys involved. I think that's what's been impressive in this game.
Karnick with the answer moments ago, but Bacot says...
They've been getting looks. I mean, that's just a beautiful dribble drive kick by Mackay Ashton Langford. Bickerstaff's wide open, just unable to convert. And then on the other for North Carolina, it really did make a difference because they were really not challenged in this game right here.
Who will be the alpha dog for the Tar Heels as they move into the meat of ACC play, including Wednesday night at Notre Dame? Coach Hubert Davis wants that from Armando Bacot, and he hits the three. How do you like that?
Almonacid. Chris ball movement, dumps three from the corner. And Manic the rebound from behind Donovan Gregory. Davis. R.J. Davis hobbling. Bacot the dunk.
He was the tournament's most outstanding player. I'm telling you, App State made 44 threes in that tournament as a team, and he made 20 of them.
Inside Bacot, the catch, score. Easy money for Armando Bacot. 6 to shoot. Almonacid launches. Manic pulls it away.
They've done a great job pressuring most of those threes, and that's really easy. And Black, 6'8", with some long arms. That'll get your attention.
Yep. Bacot calling for a high post against Duhart. Nice handoff for Love. Back to Bacot, the catch and dunk. Largest lead of the night. Step back, that's a 2. Bacot the rebound and the layup. Wow.
Not a 6'9" guy, just plays with such confidence.
14 for Donovan Gregory. I don't think I'm stretching to say he's been the best of the Mountaineers tonight.
No, I don't. That's not a stretch at all.
11-point game, nice lob catch. Bacot the flush.
Defenders, just because the guy spreads his legs, they don't want the defender to go crashing into a defender's chest.
Yep. Gregory's got 18 now. Bacot has another dunk.
Normally talk about Kentucky that way.
Well, Cal Sauer, he's not borrowing anything out of it. A little back screen, little Merkus play, screen down by Bacot. He's been working on this.
And got it. A little one-man backcourt pressure applied by Ty Washington.
Well, he is long, isn't he?
He is.
Ty. He'll have a great future. Smooth.
Bacot almost lost the handle and found it.
Ooh, bad gamble.
Stay for a holiday party or something.
There you go. Perfect time of year.
He's ready for New Year's. Great stuff. Nice pass.
Bacot.
Almost a bounce.
By a bunch.
He's trying to beat him by himself.
R.J. Davis in some traffic. Got it to Bacot, though. Up and under.
The heads turn.
Davis. Bacot, offensive board and the score.
And he ran the minute. Actually fouled, though, didn't you?
I wanted to see it again, but it's not going to matter. They've got it now. Bacot, nice spin inside. And the work against Ware.
How about that from Ware?
Calipari asked in this game, and then some. We might be looking at a career high if he keeps playing like he's playing right now. Well, he has 27.
He wears you like a suit, too. He does. Nice dive and pass. Ooh, but he got hit, too.
Big.
Absolutely.
Rafton and I are still working on one. That's great stuff, Jamie.
He's been a welcome addition to this program.
Bacot, long hook. Goaltending.
For the long ball, but it's also for motivating this group because they are switching screens, they are communicating, they are active, they are up in guys, they are disruptive defensively to start.
Garcia's got all 9 for the Heels. This is R.J. Davis. They denied the entry. Caleb Love, he hit one from there against Elon the other night. Finding Bacot.
Keep it tight. Back cuts like that for 2 go a long way to stop the bleed.
Alex Hunter, 5th-year senior, 4-year starter, leading scorer. Homecoming for him. He's a Raleigh native. Hubert Davis told us, hey, we know we've got the big height advantage. Jordan, UNC's defense was much maligned in that 4-game stretch where they gave up at least 80 in all of those games. But in this 4-game win streak that they're on, they're holding opponents to on average sub-60.
Being challenged at every turn. Your conditioning, the mental fatigue sets in. You know you're fighting through screens, a lot of movement, and any daylight they're going to get a 3. How about our effort play again for the big fella in Bacot?
R.J. Davis, the 3. And it's Bacot.
Say, can he step out and make the 3? And that'll be something that needs to be at a show. But the motor, that itself can generate double-figure scoring in a league. That kind of effort is appealing at the next level.
Bacot down low. Jordan, when you look at the ACC, the narrative over the last month has been it's Duke, and then question mark, question mark, question mark. It appears now it's Duke and Carolina, and then, you know, all the Riddler-sized question marks afterwards.
And when you look at those 2 teams in Duke and North Carolina,
I think I know those 2 guys.
Now the Packer guy really talented. Take it away. Here is Armando for the dunk.
But again, that's Bacot. You got to come up in heads on that ball screen. If not, McIntosh has done a nice job in the second half, coming off high ball screens and manipulating the screen.
Burford trying to keep in front of Davis. Here's Manick with Woods defending. And Bacot left all alone. McIntosh has got 10 in the half, 13 in the ball game. In fact, only 2 other guys have scored. McIntosh has got 10 of Elon's 14 second half points. Bacot thought about the long 2, puts it on the deck and scores against.
Did last year, and right now I would say that he has to be an early candidate for ACC Player of the Year.
No doubt. Now, I really enjoyed what Josh Pastner told us when we spoke yesterday, that he said we've succeeded as a program at 5-star player development. DeVoe, much like Moses Wright and Jose Alvarado before. Kerwin Walton's also come in for UNC. And this is Walton with a basketball in those Carolina blue iconic uniforms. Manick, shovel pass, comes through. Has had a slow start, but he's picking it up. Nice drive along the baseline for 2.
Every time I see Jordan Usher go to the basket, I get excited, and I honestly was a little disappointed on that one because he has the ability and the athleticism to have dunked that on the other side.
Buddy Boeheim. To donate to the V Foundation for Cancer Research, go to v.org.
And for the record, he's my buddy. So I'm not sure that you can say that. That's my buddy, not your buddy. You can't say my buddy. I only can say my buddy.
I know, but didn't I say your buddy? I didn't say my buddy.
No,
I wasn't trying to claim him.
You said your guy. 7, an opportunity to add to that as North Carolina's found an offensive rhythm here to begin the second stanza.
Yeah, Carolina's had a 7-0 run, a pair of 8-0 runs. Now Davis and Love are jointly just about 2-1 assist to turnover on the year. Manick inside. Bacot.
With just recklessness, oftentimes not recognizing a defender stepping up, picking up the offensive fouls at a time where he has a...
Eli Brooks. Brooks is a veteran player. He's a guy they're really counting on. He's scoring a variety of ways. A veteran. Juwan Howard working that side.
Bacot down low.
Up front. Trying to get the ball out of his hands. Oh, Garcia wanted the ball. They missed it.
5 to shoot. Now it's Bacot in the paint. Right at the front of the rim.
Well, you got him real deep. They got him in deep in the first half as well. And there's a reason. They don't get the ball inside enough. They're shooting a lot of threes. They're playing the ball on a perimeter.
Well, guys like Garrison Brooks, Day'Ron Sharp, Walker Kessler gone. Those big bodies that they normally would run their offense through, not here. So it's a different way of playing. And it's the second time, as you said, this year they went 0 times to the free throw line in a half as that jump hook goes down for Bacot. That hadn't happened for them.
Fab 5 team, Jalen Rose, guy named Weber. He's famous for the technical foul, but I don't want to hear me say that. He's a Hall of Famer for that technical foul in the championship game in '93.
They're a smart, aggressive, and Hunter Dickinson on Bacot, and that is an and one for Armando Bacot.
Back home and really get themselves better understanding of how to play in terms of, spacing and getting the ball to people at the right time. But that takes time to get to know each other. This is a club with all new players.
Love the Bacot.
This is a veteran team, and they're all playing.
They have to turn up their intensity.
Davis flying in. Jones on the drive and off the backboard.
That was a great penetration by Jones, but I still like the weak side by Armando Bacot. That's one of the things that if you're trying to get better with defense, you got to make sure that everyone's doing a good rotation. One of those situations was good defense, but better all.
J.John Jones with 12 points in the win against Tennessee. Bacot extend the range every once in a while. He's been working on that mid-range jumper to go along with the solid inside game. Off the back iron and taken by the Tar Heels. Walton. Manick demanding the basketball. Try to go to Bacot again. Pember
tried as a freshman at Georgia Tech.
Wow.
In the Dean Dome, I think playing against Kenny Smith, it was definitely the deer in the headlights opportunity.
You know Kenny's going to call you right now. You at the shoot-around, Brian, you said, Coach, you've had a couple of tough games the last 2. And he said, and everybody else should be too.
And I like that because if you know Hubert Davis, a personable guy, but he was serious.
Jeff Lebo from Carlisle, Pennsylvania.
Sure my buddy Jeff can still stroke it.
Sean May and Raymond Felton both were drafted by the Bobcats off of that team. Felton number 5, Sean May number 13. But I digress, Brian. Davis on Manick. He goes inside.
Carolina being able to scatter and close out and come up with just that rebound.
Bacot trying to get the handle, and he scored that one and hits it.
How about Jones in the second half being able to find a little bit of offense? Again, only 2 points in the first half. He's come out, and after getting those 3 free throws, like it's giving him a little shot of energy.
The touch on the floater. With the floater, Brian, almost no follow-through, right? You just throw it up like a knuckleball.
Just a little bit of a teardrop.
Yep. Inside to Bacot.
Nice.
1 for 9 yesterday.
Walton off the mark. Bacot left hand puts it in. Skibby gives off.
Yep.
And a nice save there as Walton able to secure it for the Tar Heels. Brady Manick into the game. Bacot inside, flips it in, and it's a one.
Manning has been the revelation. We knew Peyton would be good, but Eli's been outstanding.
Bacot inside, left hand, good. Yep. The point, they're at their best when he's off the ball a little bit more, and Chandler has the ball in his hands. Turnover there, Black with it. And North Carolina looking to chip away at a 7-point deficit. Inside Bacot, loose ball. Bacot puts it in.
I like it.
Nice pass right there. Little pocket pass there.
Absolutely. Threw it from that right pocket. Great pick and roll basketball right there by Kennedy Chandler.
And Bacot with a dozen. And that one up and in. Uroš Plavšić.
Good 2-man basketball. First it was Fulkerson, now Plavšić. Good hands. Oh, it's too easy. Look at the hands. John, this is not an accident. You know it. We've been watching this kid on film and in practice. This kid is really, really good around the basket.
6-2 Purdue in the early going. Bacot jumper, got that one.
I'll tell you what, Rich. Carolina has not done a good job this season in defending dribble penetration. Brown scored 44 points in the paint and only had 5 turnovers in the game.
The freshman got that. Garcia out high. Put a shoulder down. And a baseline run.
I like that kid, that freshman. I think he's going to be a really good player.
Van Burnham. And the freshmen are shining right now for College of Charleston. Bacot, tough catch, and a left-hand finish. Boy, he's played well off the bench. 17 points a game. Rises, misses the floater. Carolina likes tempo. Davis pushing. In the lane, kicks. Bacot with the left hand. June 3 transfer. This is Farrar. Throws up a left-handed shot, missed it. Bacot begging for it against Farrar. Into the lane, spinning and scoring.
Got no chance. Watched the tape, and I said, I like that kid.
His second 3. Fort Mill, South Carolina. Local kid makes good. Local kid making threes. Bacot, turnaround, jump.
When they hold for the last shot, I don't know what they're doing.
Walton, the 3. Bacot, the putback, got it. 10 seconds left. I score on the floor in the first half. Horton, the 3, is not a good shot. They're not shy about shooting that.
No, I mean, look, they make 10 threes a game. They shoot a lot of them.
Bacot tied up. Bacot, my goodness. Carolina was behind Brown most of the way. Their first lead was at 72-70 in that game. It ended 94-87, North Carolina. Bacot kicks. Love. Oh, Bacot right now.
What they've done.
Ali trying to create. Not many offensive rebounds out there right now for the Cougars. Garcia. Bacot trailing, driving. Good move. And scoring. Great foot. Austin leaving some points at the foul line. Love splits the D. Bacot, that's a career high. 20.
This Brown team is. All 5 of the guys on the court have played a Division I game. Wojcik shot is off. He's a transfer from Loyola Chicago and Porter Moser's crew. Up ahead to Davis, looking to get baseline. What are you looking for early in this game, Mal?
Well, I think balance. I think that's a big thing for North Carolina. Yeah, and we could see the pain. He's like, listen, look, this is an opportunity for me to play in this building, this storied building, and I really feel for him, but they're going to need him healthy.
Armando Bacot showing his. Another offensive rebound. That's starting to really hurt.
You know, arguably, you can make a debate that he's the best to ever do it. And I think it's all about him, that farewell tour. But, you know, certainly second in that is the transfers.
Conference. Friday, a little behind the back pass. Owusu and Nene. Tough shot. Leading to a transition opportunity for the Heels. Brown switching the ball screen. Bacot 1v1. Finishes with the left nicely. Feeling it. And talking. From the beginning of the game, Brown's had something to say as they went back down the other way. They are playing with a boatload of confidence. Late rotation there by Perry Cowan. Doesn't get inside to tap. Does it again. Goes right at an all-league player. And Bacot finishes over him. He's got 11. Bacot wants the ball, wants to return the favor on the other, and the double comes. Doesn't matter.
Right there again, you don't want Love switching off on Brown's bigs, and they made him pay. Great recognition again by Brown.
Great ball fake by Bacot. Better finish.
Down and then give him a touch. See if he can miss one. But until he misses, I keep playing through Bacot.
Definitely. See if they do that. Trying to back screen him into the post. Entry passes there. The double comes. Doesn't matter again. Beats the double again for the freshman from Massachusetts. Missed layup. Bacot there. Not missing that.
with the lead. Loyola with the basketball. Nice move by Kenneth Jones, their senior point guard. But the turnover for the Greyhounds is their second. And Hubert Davis said it's still going to be the Carolina way, but he's doing the walking in his own shoes. So they're going to get up and down. They're going to defend. But you're going to see more of that. Bowery along the baseline. Bacot was waiting for him. Three-guard offense with Manick, and here's Bacot inside with a chance for three.
Love it here.
Can't imagine why.
This is a place where you can always remember that North Carolina was the place where all the alumni